You are welcome to another episode of LFN What's Your Say? The #1 listening show where we discuss real issues with real people like you. We are still featuring R. Kelly, real name Robert Sylvester Kelly. Also known as the R&B King. The main government witness for which R. Kelly is largely in prison today is defense witness turned government conspirator Azriel Clary, who felt R. Kelly was not an abusive man as his enemies claim, until she listened to and read his leaked prison communications that were delivered to her by the Bureau of Prisons officers through famous vlogger Tasha K. This was clearly an act of witness tampering as well as illegal release of restricted prisons information to win a witness over to the government camp. Once she learnt that R. Kelly was not ready to leave his other girlfriend Joycelyn Savage for her, she flipped on him and joined his enemies, and like everyone else in her camp lied on the R&B King to help government build a case around her rather jumbled testimony. It's however important to remember that before she was angry with R. Kelly, Azriel Clary had appeared on several media platforms such as CBS when she did a mega interview with Gayle King, where she revealed that her parents, who had the primary responsibility of raising her right, had instead been in conspiracy to sort of exchange her for the good life she anticipated R. Kelly could provide the family. According to Azriel's words during this interview, her parents were the real threat to worry about and not R. Kelly. She said that her father had sent her on a mission to trap R. Kelly into giving them money from time to time in exchange for his silence, after asking her to take as many pictures as she could whenever she was intimate with him, pictures they could later use in case they needed to blackmail him. This could mean that the Clary parents were out to force their allegedly underage daughter onto R. Kelly for the purpose of material gains, yet they now claim it was R. Kelly who wanted her underage. This is confirmation that the Clary parents had sufficient motive to lie to R. Kelly that their daughter was of age, which would mean R. Kelly cannot be guilty of underage relations with Azriel, for he had no way to know she wasn't 18 when the parents told him so. To make it even more difficult for him to know her real age, Azriel's mother Alice Clary took time to train her daughter how to seduce him, and during one of her coaching sessions, text message evidence reveals she advised her daughter to sit on his lap as she sung to him sweet loving songs, and went ahead to instruct her on how to make him want to sleep with her. Again, her mother Alice Clary was not done yet. She also took time to grab her daughter's phone and text R. Kelly pretending to be Azriel in a way that led him on to believe that Azriel was indeed an adult woman and was ready to be with him in mature ways. If anyone should be in prison, it should be Alice Clary, who solicited a minor and successfully packaged her as the adult she wasn't. There is also word that Alice Clary did equip her daughter with an ID that said she was 18 years old, which she carried everywhere with her, making it even more difficult for R. Kelly to know that she was only a few months away from adulthood in accordance to the U.S. federal law. In fact, at one point, the police had to check her ID and with it verified she was 18 during an abrupt check. Just how was R. Kelly to know if even the trained police officers failed to detect this? It's indeed too much to expect from R. Kelly, that he would have managed to tell Azriel's true age amidst all these confusing communications from her very parents, who also did a good job to lie to him she was 18. Meanwhile, this same untruthful woman Alice Clary was seen in an interview with Gayle King along with her husband Angelo, when she tried to make it appear like it was Azriel who insisted on being with R. Kelly, and trying to have her name omitted from the equation when she said these words. She said, "This is my opportunity, this is my big break. Take a look."
She's saying you're messing up my chances.
And that's exactly what she said. This is my opportunity, this is my big break.
But the text message evidence which only surfaced recently shows that these were her words to her daughter instead and not the other way round. It was Azriel's mother who was telling her daughter how this was indeed a great opportunity for her to hook R. Kelly for himself, and how she was excited that her son-in-law was going to be older than her, and there is text message evidence to prove this. Strangely though, when it was trial time, the Brooklyn federal judge Ann Donnelly together with her jury of 12 preferred to believe the rumors about R. Kelly which were not backed up with concrete evidence, and ignored the text message evidence which would have exonerated R. Kelly, for there was no chance for him to know that this woman Azriel had 3 months left to get to 18. This is characteristic of a kangaroo court which has already predetermined the outcome of the trial before it even begins. The New York court ought to explain to us which criteria they used to determine R. Kelly guilty of these crimes against Azriel Clary when they had all this evidence at their disposal. There is no doubt the only thing the Clarys are good at is putting up a great show and acting depressed about something they invited their daughter into, yet now pretend it was R. Kelly to blame for everything that happened. There is no doubt the government was only out to hunt R. Kelly down and not to help black women get justice like they suggest, because if they really did, Alice Clary would be the one in jail for attempting to traffic her own daughter, and not R. Kelly, who was only tricked into believing the woman was of age. There is even no tangible evidence empiric enough to prove that Kelly and Azriel were doing it in the 3 months gap before she turned 18. If there had been a pregnancy he was responsible for, then a biological formula would have applied, but to simply draw conclusions from storylines told by accusers, moreover accusers who are fond of changing statements, is simply not supposed to be acceptable by the DOJ. According to Debbie Jackson, I would love to know why the hell these women and their deceitful parents are not in jail yet. The parents, for example, have managed to tick all the boxes when it comes to being guilty for soliciting a minor among other crimes, and jail is where they belong. Likewise, the women have been so involved in defamation campaigns against R. Kelly, plus time and again they have been found to have lied under oath. It's only fair that the government seeks to punish lawbreakers and not individuals only because of who they are. It's no doubt R. Kelly was targeted for who he is and not for what he allegedly did. If crime was what the district attorneys were after, the Clary parents would already be on the inside, in shackles and wearing orange. Instead, they are free and enjoying a normal life while the man they framed is languishing in prison and paying restitutions to them. The government has technically become an enabler of blackmail, considering it's what the Clarys had always been about when they deployed their daughter to trap R. Kelly. According to Daniel, everyone involved in these dirty games was in it for the money, and once the money stopped flowing, the people started pointing fingers and changing their stories to suit their desired narrative. It's no wonder Azriel only flipped after R. Kelly failed to pay for the Trump Tower apartment. It was all a game of extortion, and this is what the shameless government is facilitating. If you wish to take part in a live interview discussing any of these topics, let us know by sending an email to sashalfnmedia@gmail.com for scheduling. Thank you for watching today's video, a production of LFN Media, giving you another perspective of issues at hand. We make it our business to keep you updated with the truth amidst the cloud of lies the media wants you to believe. It is therefore important to subscribe to this channel, hit the bell icon and allow all notifications so that you don't miss out whenever we publish a new video.